Good morning, children. Welcome back to our chemistry class. Now we are in the lesson 4, atoms, molecules and radicals. This is our video session 8. We can recollect the things what we studied in the last classes. Valency, a representation of molecule by formulae, variable valency, radicals, valency of different elements. These are the headings we studied in the last class. Now we are going to study the remaining topics in this lesson. First, we have to know what is atom, molecule and ions. In this picture, the first one heading is atom. Here we have three different atoms. H represent hydrogen, O represent oxygen and Mg represent magnesium. These are the three different atoms. In the next heading, we have a molecule. In this molecule, they are given three atoms combining and forms a molecule. The three atoms are 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. It is a molecular formula of water, H2O. Next, we have ions. Here Mg2 plus and then OH minus ion. So this is how we need to represent ions. Ions, either we can say radicals also. Here we have comparisons between atoms, molecules and radicals. We already know atoms is the smallest particle. It can take part in the chemical reaction. But molecules are made up of 2 or more atoms. But in the case of ions, it is having charges. Either it is a positive charge or also negative charge. Atom is consisting of the subatomic particles. We can call it as protons, electrons and neutrons. But in the case of molecules, it has convert 2 or more atoms combined together to form a different molecules. In this radical, it is carrying a positive charge and negative charge only. They are having individual atoms. Atoms, it's not stable for a longer time, but in the case of molecule, it is very stable. Radicals, when they are positive and negative charges, it is combining to the opposite charged particle. Plus can be combined with minus, minus can be combined with positive. Then only it is very stable. Atoms we cannot separate, that is we cannot break it. But in the case of molecule, we can break by individual atoms. But radical, it is acting as an oxidizing agent and reducing agent. That is giving out electrons, gaining electrons. So it is taking part in the oxidation and reduction reaction. In this reaction, we can study in the higher classes. Here you have a combination of ions. See, we have two different colors. One is green, another one is orange. So green is combining with orange. So again it is combining. See, different colored atoms combining together to form a molecule. So individual element cannot be stable for a long time. So it is combining with other atom to form a compound. When it forms a compound, it is very stable. This is the formation of molecule. Periodic table and valency. Before that, what is periodic table? Periodic table is nothing but of arrangement of elements. So arrangement of elements can be classified as based on the atomic number. Elements are classified in the periodic table according to their physical and chemical properties. We already studied in the lesson 2 what is physical property, chemical property. Physical means appearance, how it is looking. Chemical means its inner quality. This is reaction. So while the reactions as well as the physical property, but is appearance, based on that all the elements are arranged in the periodic table. And then valency. Again I'll tell you, valency is nothing but of the combining capacity of an element or an atom. Here you have a periodic table. Here all the elements, they have a number. Based on the number only they are arranged in the periodic table, increasing number of atomic number. So the atomic number is increasing based on that those elements are arranged in the periodic table. The periodic table has contained 18 columns called groups, 7 rows called periods. And these elements with similar properties are placed in the same group. Similar means what? Same properties. If they have a same properties, it is placed in the same group. And then different properties of elements are placed in a different group. So based on the property, physical and chemical properties, if it is same, it is placed in the same group. Different means it has been placed at the different group. So obviously we have 18 groups and 7 periods in the periodic table. Here we have a first 20 elements in the periodic table. They are first hydrogen, H helium, Li lithium, Be beryllium, B boron, C carbon, N nitrogen, O oxygen, F fluorine, Ne neon, Na sodium, Mg magnesium, Al aluminium, Si silicon, P phosphorus, S sulfur, Cl chlorine, Ar argon, K potassium, Ca calcium. So these are the first 20 elements present in the periodic table. In the previous slide we saw the first 20 elements. So here they given how these elements are present in the periodic table. So the first element is hydrogen, and then here we have a last element argon. So how these elements has been placed in the periodic table. So here they given a structure of individual atom, how the electrons are present in the particular atoms. So hydrogen, it is atomic number 1, helium 2. So based on the atomic number only we have a subatomic particles. Already I told you subatomic particles are proton, electron and neutron. These subatomic particles, okay, based on the atomic number, if hydrogen has atomic number 1, so all the 3 particles, 1 proton, 1 electron and then 1 neutron, like that all the elements depends upon its atomic number, they have 3 subatomic particles. Features of the first 20 elements in the periodic table. So features, what are the characteristics? Features, the number at the top of each column is the number of the group. Yes, so all the elements when they placed and the first top, they can represent which group. Here group 3 to 12 seem to be missing. They are not appear together after calcium. So what they are saying, 3 to 12 it seems to be missing, but it's not missing. It is arranged after the calcium. The number mentioned below the symbol of each element in the periodic table is atomic number. Yes, all the atoms on the bottom it has been represented atomic number, that is its number. Based on this only those elements are arranged in the periodic table. Valency of the first 20 elements. The first one element is hydrogen, 20th element is calcium. In the periodic table, valency increases steadily from 1 to 4 and then decreases to 0. From first group to fourth group, the valency is increasing. Valency is nothing but of the combining capacity of an atom. And then after the 4, it is decreases to 0. Elements of groups 12, 13 and 24 have the valencies 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, no, from 1 to 4 it is increasing, then suddenly it is falling into 0. Again, when we move it from 33 to 24, that is atomic number, the valencies are increasing 1, 2, 3 and 4. See carefully. First, when we move from the atom 1, 2, 3, 4, when you move that, the atomic number, the valence is increasing. After that, it is decreasing. Again, when we go through the group 13, they have a valence is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Groups 15, 16 and 17 and 18 have valences 3, 2, 1, 0. Here it is not increasing, decreasing. From 15 to 18, 3, 2, 1, 0, the decreasing order, the valence is decreasing when we move through the group. That's all, children. This lesson is over. You can have a new words. First one is valency, formulae, compounds, molecules, radicals, monoatomic or diatomic elements, periodic table and atomicity. You just mark and keep with your book. Once I completed this lesson in the Zoom class, I'll mark and give you the question answers, then you can start writing. Here is your assignment for this week. Answer these questions. What is valency in periodic table? How many periods and groups are there in the periodic table? Write the features of the first 20 elements in the periodic table. What is a radical? In these questions, you can learn and write a test at your home. In the rough note, after receiving the video, you can go through the lesson, find out the answers from this, and then sit in front of your mother or father, write a test on your own. Okay? Thank you, children. Have a nice day.